Have you ever had a web app or software idea but kept putting it off because the thought of launching the app just sounds too hard? Well, what if I show you that you can turn that idea into reality in just a few hours? My name is Nathan, and in this video, I'm going to show you how I built a fully functional web app all in just a few minutes using this vibe coding tool called Hosting Your Horizons. So, Hosting Your Horizons is an AI-powered platform that can help you turn ideas into fully functional web applications using natural language prompts. You just describe what you want in plain English, and the AI builds it for you, no coding required. First, you describe your web app idea to the AI here. You can type it out or add images for references. If you need some ideas, you can also use pre-made templates so that you don't need to start from scratch. There are useful templates in various niches. You can choose one that fits your idea. For now, I will write the prompt here as the AI to build a customer relationship management or CRM app where I can add customers and deals. Also, track deal status in a sales pipeline page, include charts, filters, and the ability to export reports. Press enter and the agent will start processing the requests. On the next screen, you will have the main editor interface, and you will see the result on the right side while your chat history is on the left side. Okay, so here the AI is asking for more details. First, do you want the app connected to database to save data permanently? And what chart should be used for the sales pipeline? So I will just reply here, yes, use Supabase for saving data and use pie chart for the sales pipeline. Press enter. And now the agent is asking me to connect Supabase to Horizons. There's the step-by-step guide here, so it's very convenient. First, click the integration button on the top right, and then select Supabase here, and then click the connect button. Now, if you aren't familiar, Supabase is a backend platform that provides services such as database, authentication, and serverless functions. They have a free tier that you can use with Horizons, so just sign up for a free account. And then back in Horizons, authorize Horizons to access Supabase through its API as follows. Select the organization you want to grant access, which is created when you sign up for Supabase. After that, you will be asked to select a Supabase project that will be connected to Horizons. You can just create a new project here. And then on the next screen, enter the details of this Supabase project. For example, I will name it as Horizons CRM Dashboard. And then enter a password. You don't need to remember the password as Horizons will take care of the connection later. And then you can select the region where the project is hosted. Just select the one recommended as shown here. Click Create Project, and you should see this Welcome to New Project screen. You can now return to Horizons and refresh the project list here. And if you can't connect the project as shown here, don't panic, just refresh the page. Open the integrations again. And now we can connect the Supabase project, so just do that. Once connected, Horizons will pick up the integration and then continue by developing the app, as you can see on the screen. Once the prototype is ready, you can test out and explore the app, and if there is anything you need to change, you simply ask the AI to change things for you. Once your app is ready, you publish it with a single click, no complicated deployment process. You can also get a custom domain added to your app in a few minutes, as I'm going to show you later in this video. Now, as the development takes some time, I will skip ahead to when it's finished. Alright, here the agent reports that the app is complete, and it will perform error checks before rendering the application. And it seems there's a small error here because of missing component, but the AI catches that and then fixes it by itself, which is pretty convenient. And here's the rendered application. We can also preview this in a new tab. The application looks complete as we have the home page, and then the customers page, the deals page, and sales pipeline chart. Currently, everything is empty, so let's try to add some data. I will add a customer here, and then try to add a deal. And we can see the customer data that we have added before in this new deal form. Okay, and then let's go to the pipelines page, and we can see the chart rendered on the screen, which is nice. If we go back to the Supabase project and then open the table editor to see if the data is saved correctly, we can see the data here, so the Supabase integration is running smoothly. Now that I have the app, I can continue to edit the app until it's perfect, and Horizons actually provide many features to help with editing. First, there's the Edit Content tab here, which allows you to select any part of text in the app and then edit the text. For example, I can edit this paragraph below the header, change some tags, and then click Save, and the text is now updated. There is also the Code Editor tab, and this is where you can edit the code. If you know how to do so, you can select any part of the app and then edit it yourself. And if you want to download the code, you can also do so. Just click the menu on the top left here, and then select the Export Code option. The project will then be downloaded into your computer as a zip file. And then there's also the Visual Editor on the bottom left side here. This feature allows you to select any part of the app and then ask the AI to change only that part. For example, I will select this icon for Deals 1 and then ask AI to change the color to light blue. Let it process the request for a moment, and then the app will be updated following your request. Okay, the icon color is now changed. Finally, if the app isn't working somehow, then you can always roll back to previous versions. Just click the undo button shown on the chat history here. It will restore your app to that checkpoint. Next, I want to add authentication to this app, so I would just ask AI to do that for me. Add authentication so that users can sign up and log in. Let the agent process the request as usual. It will take a few minutes to do so. Once done, the agent will double check for errors, and here we can see there is a missing component again, so the agent automatically fixed the error. Okay, so now we have this beautiful login page, and if we don't have an account, we can click sign up and then enter the user data here. Once signed up, it will send an email to verify the account, so I will verify my email off screen, and then back in the app, I will enter my login credentials. And now here's the main page of the app again. Everything seems to be going fine, but I don't see the logout button anywhere. Let's try to open the app in a new tab, and then log in again here. And yep, the logout button is nowhere in sight, so let's get back to the chat UI and then ask AI to add the logout button. After a moment, the logout button will be added to the app, as we can see it over here. We can also see it on the new tab, so let's try to click that, and now we're logged out of the app. Next, we're going to deploy this app, and to do so is very easy. Just click the publish button on the top right side. Wait for a moment, and then the app will be deployed to a Hostinger domain, which you can access here. But let's add a custom domain to this app to gain visitors' trust. Just click Get Domain here, and on the next screen, you can enter the domain you want to use with the app. Maybe supercrm.io, as this is a CRM app, and Hostinger will show a list of available domains. Note that you get a free domain for the first year, so it's pretty awesome. But the .io domain seems already taken, so I will use another. Let's see what's available. Okay, so let's use this .tech domain instead. So just click that, and you will need to enter some information to register the domain. I will skip over that, and after a while, the domain is added to the web app. Let's open a new browser tab and then enter the domain, and we can see the app available there. Perfect. Next, I will ask the AI to check if the authentication is securely integrated with Supabase, as I want to add subscriptions using Stripe. This will help the AI to prepare the application to integrate Stripe for payment. Okay, so the response here says the app is fully integrated and secure and ready for Stripe integration. I will just reply, add Stripe payment with the following rules. Free users can add up to 5 customers and 5 deals, and they have to upgrade to Pro plan for more. Send the prompt and let Horizons do the work. I will skip a bit to when it's finished. Once the process is complete, we'll see some updates to the app. Now free users can only add 5 users and 5 deals. And then there is a subscribe page where users can subscribe to the Pro plan. And then there is an error, but Hostinger Horizons has already fixed that error as shown here. Let's view this quickly in a separate tab. So the dashboard page has some improvements, and then there is the subscription page with the option to upgrade to the Pro plan. So let's get this going. I will ask the AI to add Stripe payment now. And it seems to refer me to a guide to set up Stripe and get the API keys. So let's click on that. And we will be directed to this Stripe guide from Hostinger. I will leave a link to this guide in the description as well. But basically, you need to create a Stripe account, get the API keys, as well as the price ID of the product from Stripe. So let's just do that. Go to stripe.com and then register for an account. And once you're inside, go to Product Catalog and then create a new product. I will name this as Super CRM Pro Plan and then put the price at $19, recurring every month since this is a subscription. Create the product, and once the product is created, click on the product to see the details and then click on the price. And you will see the price ID around the top right corner. You need to copy this and then give it to Horizons later. And then you also need your API keys, so go to Stripe API keys page and then get both publishable and secret key over here. Back in Horizons, provide the price ID and the keys and then let it process the request. After a while, the process will be complete and we can start testing the app by making a payment. But before we do that, let's add a webhook so that the app can receive updates from Stripe, such as when user extend or cancel the subscription. So in the guide, you can follow the step to create Stripe webhook. Just copy the prompt shown in the guide over here, and then back in Horizons, paste the prompt and then press enter. Once the webhook is created, you can go ahead to Supabase integration again, and then select this Age Functions menu. Over here, you will see two functions, one for processing the payment and another for the webhook. Just copy the webhook URL like this, and then in Stripe, search for webhooks. On the webhook screen, click Add New Destination, and then for the events, search for Checkout Session Completed. Here it is, just select that, and then search for Customer Subscription Updated and Deleted. Okay, we can see them here, so select those. And now we have all events that we need. Click Next, and then select Webhook Endpoint, click Continue, and then enter the destination name. This is just so that we can identify the webhook easily. Next, for the endpoint URL here, paste the URL that we get from Supabase earlier. Click Create Destination, and we will have the webhook created. And now we need to get the signing secret from Stripe here. Just copy the secret key, and then in Supabase Age Functions, select the Stripe webhook function, click the secret tab here, and let's add a new key, so call it Stripe webhook signing secret, and then paste the secret key from Stripe here. Click Save, and now the webhook is completed. We can now go back to the application and try to make a payment. Click the Upgrade button, and then we see the Stripe payment page here, so let's enter the details to make the payment. Click Subscribe to Pay, and after it's successful, we'll be redirected to the app, and now the Pro plan is active. And I just realized the page says $29 here, so we need to fix that. If we go to the dashboard, we're now on the unlimited plan, so all seems to be working. Now I will go back to Horizons and ask it to fix the pricing page. And it seems I can't use edit content here, so let's use the visual editor and then click the price, ask it to change to $19. After a while, the price will be updated and we can publish this update. Now the update is published and we can view the app on the domain. And that will be it for today's video. Overall, hosting your Horizons is a great platform that can turn an idea into a real, fully functional SaaS app in just a few minutes. Basically, you get one tool that combines design, development, and deployment, and you can also manage your hosting, domains, and email all in one unified platform. I love how quickly it all came together, from the first prompt to a working prototype, and then adjust the features, connect to Supabase and Stripe, and then going live. If you have an idea for an app in your head, today's the time to bring it to life. You don't need to study programming for years before you can launch your app. If you want to try out hosting your Horizons, go use my code with Nathan to get 10% off your first month. And they also offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you really have nothing to lose. And if you ever get into trouble, you can get help from their 24/7 expert support team that can help you in multiple languages. Go ahead and build your idea and let me know how it turns out. And that brings us to the end of this video. So, what do you think about hosting your Horizons? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I'll see you in other videos. Bye bye!